I'm a dad who games, and this is my attempt at recreating Resident Evil 3 in The Sims 4. I figured I did justice to the first and second game, so why not the third? Well, unlike the others, Resident Evil 3 doesn't take place in one or two large buildings. No. There's no mansion that takes up the majority of your gameplay. There's no police station or underground lab. It takes place throughout Raccoon City's streets. I wasn't about to make an entire city, so thankfully, the 4 key buildings you see in the game are located around one another. There's the clock tower, the hospital, the city park, and an ambiguous water treatment power refinery dumping factory. I don't know what it is, but all those things are in it. Let's take a look inside these buildings as I express just how much of a chore this build became. The clock tower is my least favorite of all of these buildings. Why? Well, because there doesn't really seem to be any rhyme or reason to the rooms. I figured that a clock tower would most likely be akin to like a historical museum, but I still did my best to make a dining room, piano room, and chapel make sense in a clock tower. I also threw in the offices of some city official. I had to. I really enjoy making offices. I made a point of having what streets are visible be as reminiscent of the video game as possible. In the hospital was where I took all of the liberties, a few for each floor. In the game you only explore a few rooms, but it's a 4-story building. I can't leave that empty. So we've got general exam and test rooms, a mental health floor, the nursery for newborns, and I had to throw some science in to complement the operating room. This park really tested my skills at playing with platforms. From the park we head to the factory, which, for the sake of working with a square space, I turned the actual location of the building 90 degrees from where it should be. Okay, seriously though, this factory in the game really doesn't know what it wants to be. The outside of what you can see in the game has a lot of ladders and steps going up towers, so I went with it being a sort of power station. Maybe even a little refinery action got in there. But suffice to say, it makes a heck of a lot more sense this way. I really just went to town putting as many pipes and electronics everywhere. Yes, there's still a random trash sewage incline drop thing from the game. And I replaced the junkyard with a water filtration area. Well, I think I can confidently say that I won't be doing any more Resident Evil builds, but I hope you've enjoyed the work I did in bringing classic Resident Evil to The Sims 4. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please lend a hand and like and comment, and perhaps you might consider subscribing for more variety gaming content. But until the next, have a day.